Here comes the main attraction. And they're on their feet. Rose walking toward the plate. That number on his back, emblazoned on the minds of sports fans, probably forever and ever, the most famous number 14 in the history of this game, and trying to make history right here in the first inning tonight. Chow to the windup. And the pitch to Rose, and it's high, ball one. And again, the flash bulbs go off all over the ballpark. Last night, the first time I have ever seen that in a baseball stadium. 1 ball and no strikes. Rose swinging and fouling it straight back. And Chow evens it up on him at a ball and a strike. Pete batting .264, a couple of hits, or a couple of home runs rather, and 42 runs batted in. Both of his home runs against Cubs pitching, and both in Wrigley Field. Right now, just looking for a solid base hit. The 1-1 coming, and Rose takes it inside. Hitless in 4 times up last night. He did not hit the ball well but once, and that was when he lined to Martinez in the 8th inning with a tying run at second base. He levels the bat a couple of times. Chow kicks and he fires. Rose swings.
There it is! There it is! Get out! Get out! All right!
Hits number 4192. A line drive single into left center field. A clean base hit. And it is pandemonium here at Riverfront Stadium. The fireworks exploding overhead. The Cincinnati dugout has emptied. The applause continues unabated. Rose completely encircled by his teammates at first base. Bobby Brown of the San Diego Padres coming all the way from the third base dugout to personally congratulate Pete Rose. And a kind of outpouring of adulation that I don't think you'll ever see an athlete get any more of. Little Pete fighting his way through the crowd, and Pete being hoisted on the shoulders of a couple of his teammates, Tony Perez and Dave Concepcion, the last 2 of the old guard from the Big Red Machine days of the 70s. And now as his teammates go back to the dugout, Reds owner Marge Schott comes out to give Pete a great big hug and a kiss. Joe, quite an emotional scene here at the ballpark.
Another base hit. Yes, it is. Well, I said he was going to do it the first time up, and he did it. I was just kidding, too.
And
but he did it.
It was a clean line drive
no
single
question,
to left center field.
It was a typical Pete Rose base hit, without a doubt. And
right now, a brand new Chevrolet Corvette has been wheeled onto the field. That is one of the gifts that Pete has received and will receive tonight as a result of breaking a record that was set 57 years ago. Ty Cobb's final hit on September the 3rd, 1928. And Rose now recognizing this outpouring of affection from the standing room only crowd as he turns a complete circle, waving and doffing his batting helmet to the crowd. And the folks on this date, September the 11th, certainly have not been disappointed one iota. When that ball sailed over shortstop, the clock here in the stadium showed 8 o'clock straight up. Lee Wire, the plate umpire, went down to congratulate Pete. He is standing firmly at first base as the applause continues. The confetti that automatically cascaded down from the stands in right center field, center field, now being cleaned up by the Reds' efficient grounds crew. And his standing ovation now going on for more than 4 minutes. And no doubt it will continue for somewhat longer. 4,192 base hits. His first on the 13th of April, 1963, off Pittsburgh Bob Friend, and the record-breaking hit, a first-inning single on Wednesday night, September the 11th, 1985, off San Diego right-hander Eric Chow. Things are just now starting to quiet down as the Goodyear blimp flashes the magic numbers on its massive side overhead, and then the stick figures of a pitcher throwing a ball to a hitter, and the hitter swinging for a base hit. Rose again, doffing his batting helmet. And the roar begins anew.
Well, Marty, Pete's trying to take it as calm as possible. He's trying to do it as calm as he can, but I guarantee you, I've been watching him, and he has taken 25 deep breaths if he's taken one, and he is at all by all of this turmoil over his base hit. But these fans are loving it. They're appreciating it. They're showing their appreciation. It's just an amazing sight, and you looked at these things and you try to judge them. Where do they stand in the history of all the sports, not just baseball? And I think Pete's finally broken down now. He's got some tears in his eyes, and it's great to see. I'm telling you, that shows you what a man is made of. That's a man. Because he's so proud of himself. He's so intense in his love for the game of baseball and for his fellow man, and he is now turned on and showed what he really is.
Joe, I guarantee you that it has crossed his mind that the one person he wishes could have been here tonight was his dad.
There's no question about it. He's probably thinking that very thing, that his dad could be here now.
And there's Pete. Little Pete coming out of the dugout.
Pete comes out, and they embrace each other. In fact, Little Pete was the first one out after his dad got the hit. His dad rounded first, came back, and Little Pete was the first person out of the Reds dugout to congratulate his father. And now, hopefully, that'll relieve Pete, and he can relax now, and we can. I know he wants to get this game going, but still, the emotions are just tremendous for the guy right now, and you have to just allow him to relax, and it's not going to happen for a while yet. It's not. Over 5 minutes now since it happened, and hopefully things will calm down here shortly. But boy, he's shaking his head, and I don't believe this. And turns and he waves, acknowledges the crowd. And they just let out another tremendous roar. So it's an almost unbelievable sight here at Riverfront Stadium on this September the 11th, 1985. Well, what an outstanding show.
I'll tell you what, there's never been a hometown athlete more loved by the residents, the natives of that city than Pete Rose is loved by the people of Cincinnati, Ohio. And I think they are more than displaying that here tonight for an ovation that now has gone on for better than 7 minutes. And the chant starts up, Pete, 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 all over the ballpark. And it's interesting to note that the San Diego dugout erupted when that ball left the infield and sailed onto the AstroTurf untouched in left center. They have enjoyed it as much as anybody. And again, that is a true tribute to the man himself. Well, we are about to resume. After 8 minutes that I don't think any of us will ever forget. Dave Parker's the batter with Pete at first and one man out. Eric Schau stretches, pauses, and pitches, and Parker takes it high. Ball one.